Hi everyone, so this is the video for the week, I guess. Now, this video is gonna be about Unit 3, which is problems. You might be wondering why we haven't covered this, Unit 2. Now, the reason is quite simple, is because this is going to be the case study of the first midterm exam. So that's why we haven't covered it. But actually, we practiced very similar things in class. It's about asking questions and answering them about your job or any problems you have at home or at the university. Okay, so we will come to that later. Okay, so let's start here with problems. On page 22, you will find some sentences and synonyms to express some problems. Okay, so check it out. Right, we're gonna deal with this and other stuff. Now, this is about problems and how to state them. Right? Okay, now, of course, now to state problems you need some vocabulary, and the book suggests some synonym sentences to do it. And I have this SARS up here because sometimes you know one object by one name, but if people refer to that object or problem in a different way, you might be confused. So, for example, you can call the same fruit, you can say Annona muricata, you can say sarsap, or you can say guanabana, and you are talking about the same thing. That's why we need some common synonyms to express problems. And of course, two are enough, which is a new topic. If your TV has a problem, you say my TV doesn't work. It means you turn it on and the image is not right, or it doesn't turn on, right? So you can say I've got a problem with my television is broken, my television doesn't work. And those are about the same. They are general sentences to express that you have a problem with one of your products, right? That they don't work properly. Now, when you say that my television is broken, it doesn't mean that it's literally broken, right? Like it's shattered in pieces, no. It means that it doesn't function correctly. So you say my cell phone doesn't work, my computer is broken. Again, it's not literal. It just means that you have a problem, okay? Let's have a look to the second one. To be missing. When something is missing, it means that it is not present, it's not there. So when a kid is missing, it means he or she disappeared. Now, let's imagine you buy a television, you open the box, and the remote control is not there. So to express the problem, you can say, the remote control is missing, I can't find my remote control. The remote control is not in the box. Or you can say, there isn't a remote control in the box, right? You can say, the remote control is lost. Of course, you can ask directly, hey, what is my remote control? Yes, so again, there are many ways to express the same problem, right? If you can find your credit card, you can say, my credit card is missing, I can't find my credit card is not in my wallet, for example, my credit card is lost. Where is my credit card, right? It's the same thing. Now about time. When you don't have time, you can express like this. Let's say, for example, you have to take a plane and it's late. So you can say, my flight or my plane is delayed. My flight is late. My plane is late. My train is late, right? Or you are the one who's late. Say, I'm late, I'm not ready. Imagine you just took a shower and you're getting dressed, check your watch, you say, I'm not ready, I'm going to be late, okay? So you can use those sentences to express similar problems, okay? So this is to plus adjective, okay? Now to means that is so much that is not convenient, okay? That the characteristic is so strong that is bad for you, okay? So you say to and an adjective. Too hot, adjective. Too cold, too low, too high, too young, too expensive, right? Too difficult, okay? So let's have a look. How you do it? Now, look at this. This is a sunny day. It's hot? Yeah, I guess it's hot, right? And, you know, heat is a positive thing because heat is energy, right? So without energy, you know, life would be impossible. Now, heat is a positive thing, right? You need it to go camping, to walk, to do basically everything, right? You can express it saying it's hot, like normal. It's very hot, that is more than normal, but it's okay. Maybe uncomfortable, but when it's too much, right? That is inconvenient. You say it's too hot. So now it's negative, right? It makes a task impossible. It's negative. It's excessive. It's too hot. I can walk. Look at this, for example. Now, the streets are usually hot. It's normal because we have a sun. I mean, the sun is quite visible from here. So streets are usually hot. But if you want to walk your dog and the streets are too hot, you know it's bad. You can do it. So you can say, I want to walk my dog, but it's too hot, so I can't, right? Or for example, you want to play football, but you can't because it's too hot. It's too hot. It's so hot it's dangerous, okay? So too is excessive. And you have too and then adjective. Adjective is hot. Now, it also has to do with the perspective. Phones tend to be bigger and bigger, right? I don't know, I guess this is the iPhone 8, I have no idea. But they tend to be bigger and bigger. And sometimes size is a good thing, but sometimes it's a problem. It depends on the perspective, right? Now let's have a look at these three pictures now. Have a look at this phone. Now it is too big, right? Again, big phones are a good thing, but when you exceed certain limits, now it becomes negative. So this phone is big, yeah, it's too big. I don't like it. I don't want it, right? Let's imagine that your hands are super big, and you have a small cell phone. Now, from your perspective, the cell phone is too small. So you can say, oh, this cell phone is too big. If it is a problem if it is a problem for you, or this cell phone is too small if it is a problem for you, right? So that's why I mentioned the perspective. So you can say, oh no, this phone, I don't like it. It's too big for my pocket, no? Have a look at these pictures, the tortoise, and the old man and this young lady. Try to think how to express these problems with too. What problems do you see here? As a means of transportation, say you're going to replace cars with tortoises, or this man in the Olympic Games, or these two want to get married. Now, what are the problems? Well, I guess you could pause the video. Well, the problems are, for example, as a means of transportation, these animals are too slow, right? They are slow, yes. They are too slow to be means of transportation. Now, this man is old, yes. He's too old to be in the Olympic Games. And as you can see, these two want to get married. Look at their faces. Because she's too young, no? Being young is not a bad thing, but to get married, it could be, right? She's 12, I don't know. So she's too young to get married, turtles are too slow to transport people, and this man is too old to be in the Olympic Games, okay? Now we have not enough. With not enough, we have not, an adjective, and enough. Not big enough, not slow enough, not easy enough, not hot enough, which means it is not sufficiently big, not sufficiently small, not sufficiently whatever you need. Okay? So let's have a look at this car. Is it fast? Yes. It's very fast. Now the question is, can this car compete in the Formula One, the F1 racing, against Michael Schumacher and Ferrari? Well, not Schumacher, but other people. Against the F1 cars, Mercedes, Formula One, and Ferrari Formula One? Well, no. Because it is very fast, but it is not fast enough. Okay? Let's have a look at this guy, Bill Gates. Is he intelligent? Is he smart? Yes, he is smart. But can we call him a genius? Like a genius? No. I mean, he's very smart. Very smart. But he's not smart enough to be a genius, right? Because to be a genius, you need to be at this level. You need to be at the Curie family level. You need to be at Mr. Hawkins level or Da Vinci's level. Now, yeah, Bill Gates smart, right? And some other people like Elon Musk, they are smart, yes. But they are not smart enough to be called geniuses, right? So you see the difference. You have a characteristic, but the characteristic is not enough for certain purpose or objective. right? Now, let's have a look at adjectives and nouns. Here we have studied to with adjectives and not enough with adjectives. Like, look at this problem here. I want to buy this house, but this is the money I have. Now you can say, well, that house is too expensive. The house is $2 million, too expensive. I am broke. Say, I am too broke to buy it, right? I don't have any money. I am too broke to buy it. Now, maybe the price is low. Maybe the price is only 200 million pesos or 100 million pesos. But it is low, but you know, not for me because I only have 20 million pesos. So its price is not low enough for me to buy it, okay? Let's suppose I am rich. I have $12 million in the bank. Very rich. But the house I want to buy is $20 million. So I am rich, yes, but I am not rich enough to buy the house, right? So yeah, again, with adjectives. Now, they are in red. But sometimes you can use nouns. Money, friends, people, students, time. Sometimes you want to use nouns to make sentences with enough and to. For example, I don't have enough money to buy the house, right? Let's have a look at some examples. Now, to and enough with nouns. Nouns are in purple, and here we had adjectives in red, nouns in purple. Now, what's the problem with this picture? You know, there are too many people. People is not an adjective, it's a noun, and there are too many people. Now, another problem is that since there are too many people, there is not sufficient space. So you can say, there isn't enough space in that place, right? So you can use to and enough with nouns too. Okay. Have a look at this picture. What's the problem? It has too much salt. Too much, right? Salt is not an adjective, okay? So it has too much salt. There is too much salt in my plate. That's the problem. So you can use to with nouns. Right. What's her problem? The time. Because she doesn't have, right? So she has time, yes. She has 24 hours a day. But it's not sufficient for the activities she wants or has to do. So you can say she doesn't have enough time to practice sports. She doesn't have enough time to have children. She doesn't have enough time to go to the cinema, right? So this final one is the combination of both. Having examples with adjectives and nouns. So it links this slide with the first or second that I said that you can use synonym sentences to express the same problem. Well, this is the case. Look at her. She's not patient. Well, she's patient. Everybody's patient, but not enough. So you can say she's not patient enough. With to, you can say impatient. You say, oh, she's too impatient, right? And if, you know, sometimes adjectives have a noun, like intelligent is the adjective. The noun is intelligence. Patient is the adjective. Patience is the noun. So you can say, she doesn't have enough patience, right? So that's how to express her problem with to, enough, adjectives or nouns, okay? Let's now have a look at these images. Now, this is a piece of homework. Try to express several problems in every image using to and enough. Now, don't do it in the comment section. We will do it during the virtual meetings, okay? So next time we meet on Google Meets, or Meet Google, what's the name of that? You express what these problems are, right? You can use to or enough. To adjectives, enough adjectives, to nouns or enough or enough, not enough nouns, okay? And the second piece of homework is to express your complaints, problems, or inconveniences about these three issues or this product, for example. So the first question is about this. Now, what is a typical problem that people have with printers? No? Yes. Here you can be specific or general. What complaint do you have with remote learning? No, now we have these virtual lessons and all. What problems do you have? Could you express your problems? You can use to, enough. You can use simply present simple sentences. And what complaints would you have? What observations would you have about the contents we see on television? No, we see mostly bad soap operas, reality shows. So please try to express this with what we just learned or with present simple sentences. Okay? So that's it. Please do homework and see you when I see you.